Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday Night Football review for round 4 of the 2022 NRL season. And to help me review all 3 games from Super Saturday, it's the great man himself, CJ Moxley. CJ, how you going, brother?
Oh, yeah, look, everything's, it's been a good day today. A couple of all right games for footy tonight, but yeah, today's been good for me.
Yeah, not good for me. Obviously, the way that last game ended before the Cowboys wasn't a good result, and I'm a little bit disappointed considering how we played tonight. It was very different to what we did last week against the Broncos, but I guess that's what happens when you have a lot of young players and a lot of new combinations, a bit of inconsistency comes into play sometimes, and the Cowboys have been weird to start the year. They were beaten by the Bulldogs in round 1 by 2 points, and then they flogged Canberra and they flogged Brisbane, and then they get a bit of a reality check against the Roosters tonight. So 2-2, it's a lot better than last year, especially the way we started. But yeah, we're going to be reviewing all 3 games between obviously the Warriors beat the Broncos 20 points to 6 up there at Redcliffe. Manly beat the Raiders 25-6 down there at Mudgee, and the Roosters beat the Cowboys in Townsville 28 points to 4. I want to say hello to everyone in the live chat. I can see we've got a few people rolling in now. Hello to Just Rugby League. Hope you're doing well, mate. Jason Reader, Jackson Lee, Metallic Panther, ProEnzo Vidz is here. Look, Melbourne Storm fans in the house, and I believe we've got about 18 people at the moment in the live chat. So it's good to see the chat building up for the Saturday football review. And also, just so you guys know, at 11 o'clock, New South Wales time, so in an hour and 20 minutes, it will be the Nick from Australia late night footy show. So everyone, make sure you tune into that in about an hour and 20 minutes from now. The late night show will be great. It's going to be fantastic. Lots of controversial opinions, lots of chaos, lots of late night shenanigans, and who knows? Things might get a little bit rated R later on.
Sure.
There will be an appearance from a special guest, and the bloke's very, very unpredictable. I'm not going to mention his name, but he will be making an appearance. So anyway, until then, let's get into the Saturday football review. So, mate, we're going to go back to the very first game, which was the Warriors ambushing the Broncos up there at Redcliffe at Moreton Daily Stadium, 20 points to 6. CJ, didn't see this sort of game coming. I didn't think the Warriors would win by this much. I didn't think they were that good. I didn't think the Broncos were that bad. Mate, what'd you make of the game? It was a massive surprise to see the Warriors have a big win like that.
Yeah, well, I came into this game, thinking that Broncos would win, closely. But obviously the Warriors came out firing first off. They came out the better team, and, they were like that for 80 minutes. And, yeah, I did not see the Warriors winning by 13 plus at all tonight.
No, me either. I was very surprised in what I saw. I thought the Broncos were really poor. I thought they relied on Adam Reynolds way too much. Yeah, he scored that nice individual try, but besides that, their players were daft. Katoni Staggs, CJ, I want your quick opinion on Katoni Staggs. He has had a shocking first 4 rounds. Is it because he's not getting the ball in the centres? Does he need to move to the halves? Should he be dropped for a week? What would you do with Katoni Staggs right now?
In my opinion, obviously, he is working that new combo, obviously, with Adam Reynolds in the team. I don't think that he needs a positional change, but I have this weird feeling that his confidence might be down. Staggs, he hasn't been playing up to what he can do, his usual power, but I think he's just clicking into the team with obviously a few new combinations in. So I'll give him a few more weeks, and if not, maybe he needs to spend maybe 1 week in the reserve grade team, maybe.
Honestly, bro, for me, I think Katoni Staggs is far too good for reserve grade. I think he's far too good for Queensland Cup as well. I just don't understand what's going on with the Broncos. Give him the fucking ball. It's Katoni fucking Staggs. When he's on at his absolute best, the bloke's a top 5 centre in the comp. But the first 4 rounds this year, he's been contained very well. He's been very quiet. He's been very ordinary. Herbie Farnworth has been the centre that's been shining. I thought both centres were very quiet today. Staggs needs the ball. And look, they did move into 5'8" later on in the game, but he just looked very lost when he moved to 5'8" later on. Looked very lost. Mate, the Warriors, quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, bro, but they really surprised me today. I thought they were outstanding.
I said on my channel in the tips, I said I'm pretty confident that Brisbane will bounce back and win, but Warriors came out and they surprised me, a 14-point win. I think their backs had a really good game, especially Jesse Arthurs and Montoya. They came out, very well. I do think they need to play Ben Murdoch-Masila from the start.
Yeah, okay.
That would help. I'm surprised by the Warriors. Good on them, but I'm still not convinced, obviously. I can't get a read on them.
The only thing people are going to remember about from this game today is the dumbass Thomas Flegler. What a fucking lunatic. What happened to Thomas Flegler? 4 times on report, was in the sin bin once. Mate, Thomas Flegler might be one of the dumbest fucking players I've seen all year. He is literally Jack Hetherington 2.0.
Mate, fuck Thomas Flegler. Literally a few days ago, not even a few days ago, he's like, oh, look, I think I've had my discipline contained. He's come back like a total idiot, and he's just on report 4 times. What's wrong with you? Like, how the fuck do you get on report 4 times in a game? And he's only just coming off the suspension.
He just came out from suspension, and he's gone back on another holiday because he'll be getting a few weeks for that. Thomas Flegler, you are a fucking dumb cunt. What a fucking idiot. What the fuck? And let me just say this. The Thomas Flegler, what was it? Hip drop tackle on Ben Murdoch-Masila, which injured Ben Murdoch-Masila, which was one of the dirtiest fucking things I've seen in a long time. That was a dirty fucking low life of a tackle. Mate, I hope Flegler gets fucking 6 weeks for what he did. He injured Murdoch-Masila with a fucking what was it? A hip drop.
Yep.
Cheap shots in the line. Fuck Flegler. 4 times in one match on report. Ends up in the bin once. Fuck me. He'd be lucky to get back in the team when he comes back from suspension now, because he's just come back from suspension today and he was a loose cannon. So what's going to happen when he plays again? Is he going to do the same thing? He can't be trusted. And he can't be trusted, bro.
I think he is like a Jack Hetherington or a Pangai Jr. He can say that his discipline has calmed down all he wants, but he'll come back and he'll just do the same repetitive, stupid shit that he done. What he did to Ben Murdoch-Masila was fucking stupid.
That was fucked, bro.
He needs to be suspended and he needs to be pulled up because he's an absolute clown. And enjoy.
Ma'ano got 6 weeks for a fucking hip drop tackle on who was it? Fucking Hayes Dunster in the trial game. Then fucking Jack Hetherington's hip drop on Murdoch-Masila needs to be fucking 6 to 10 weeks. That was a fucking dirty tackle. Fucking grub. Fuck him. Fuck Thomas Flegler. Fucking asshole. I'm still fucking pissed off.
I don't blame you because
I don't even like the fucking like. To be honest, I didn't give a fuck who won the game because it's Warriors and Broncos. I don't really give a shit. But fuck me, man. Ben Murdoch-Masila is one of my favorite players to watch in the game, and what that fucking Flegler cunt did, he went out there, he lost the plot, man. He looked like he was playing drunk. He's a fucking idiot.
He's come out there and he was reckless and not caring.
Fuck him. I hope the cunt gets 10 weeks. Fucking.
I'd give him 8 weeks. He needs
10 weeks. Fuck him. Fuck the cunt. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the game, bro. So 4th minute, Jesse Alvarez scores the first try of the game. Warriors go to the right hand side. Sean Johnson, he hit Jesse Alvarez through a gap. Poor defense there from Big Keenan Palacia. Clearly not a back row. Got caught out there. What a try from Arthurs. What a start.
Yeah, very good start from the Warriors there. Johnson to Arthurs. Jesse Arthurs has proved a lot of people wrong, I think, in the last few weeks. He's been really good for the Warriors, and I think today in that try was a part of that. And yeah, good try.
He was under pressure to keep his spot too, bro, because a lot of Warriors fans wanted him out. They didn't want him in the team, and he made a fucking statement today, didn't he? So
the Warriors, they're winning full time now, so and I don't blame him. He's fit into that role really good, and I'd say he's connected really well with the team for only being there for like 4 weeks.
He's on a loan deal from the Broncos, so the Broncos probably regretting it now. Warriors 6-0 after 4 minutes. Great start for the Warriors, and then obviously we get to the first part of Thomas Flegel, 21st minute. Got Simon for a late shot on Fanil Blake. There was no need for it. He just cheap shot after Fanil Blake passed the ball. Dirty, sin bin, fair call. What do you reckon?
Yeah, fair call. Don't need that for the game. Flegler's an idiot for that. Simple enough.
Fuck Flegler. I don't even want to speak about his name anymore. That's how mad he made me. Also in that tackle where he got sin bin, he did a cannonball tackle as well. So there's 2 fucking problems there on one. So dickhead there. And then we get to the 22nd minute where Jesse Alpha scores his second try of the game. He gets a double. Johnson to Walsh. Walsh to Arthur. Arthur scores his second try. Warriors 12-0 after 22 minutes. What a start for the Warriors, bro. Yeah,
really good combinations then that line break from Jesse Arthurs as well. He led that try up really well. The Broncos defense caught out there, couldn't catch him, and good try to Jesse Arthurs. And again, like you said earlier, he's made a statement again.
Warriors 12-0, and I thought to myself, fuck me, Brisbane need to be next to score. They were in trouble a little bit. And then in the 27th minute, Jazz Tavaga, the dumbass, goes on report for a fucking cannonball tackle. Fuck everyone in these cannonball tackles. Tavaga, he could be missing a few weeks for that, bro.
Yeah, well, as he should. I thought players made it clear before that the cannonball tackle needs to be made of the game. And I'm not surprised a player like Jazz Tavanga's done it. So
he's fucked. He'll get a few weeks for that, I reckon. And then we get to the 28th minute. Adam Reynolds scores. Nice to see. Reynolds put a grabber kick in for himself. Reed gathers the ball and scores. Reynolds scores. Converts his own try. Brisbane are back in the game. Mate, Reynolds, well played. Individual brilliance.
Yeah, I hate seeing it, but good on Reno for that. He's really the only. It's only the first thing that he's done in the Broncos jersey, but then again, it's his third game.
Yeah.
So good on Reynolds.
Third game. Remember he played round 2.
Oh, yeah, third game. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Warriors lead 12-6 still with 28 minutes gone into the game, and then right before half time, I reckon this try absolutely sucked the life out of the Broncos. 36th minute, Montoya scores in the corner. Warriors go left to, excuse me, I got the bloody hiccups here. Chanel Harris Tavita to Adam Pompey. Pompey gets it on to Montoya. Montoya scores in the corner. This try sucked the life out of the Broncos, in my opinion, right before halftime.
Yeah, sure did. I think it took down the confidence. They were down by 10 now at this point. Yeah. So going into halftime, conceding a try like that, it definitely would shatter the Broncos' confidence there. So, good on
us. We get the halftime, bro. We get the halftime, and the Warriors lead 16 points to 6. I thought the Broncos were still chances of coming back, but the Warriors obviously were the better team, and they had the nice lead. Mate, we get to the second half there, and not much was happening. The Broncos bombed a few chances, and then, mate, 71st minute. Well, this is where it happened, wasn't it? Thomas Flegler, hip drop on Ben Masila, the fucking dirty cunt. Masila goes off injured with a leg injury. Flegler gets his 4th offense of the game. He goes, he didn't get binned for this one, but it was on report. Mate, the hip drop on Masila, what'd you make of it? And, mate, seriously, it was a really dirty play from Thomas Flegler.
Oh, fuck anyone who does that. Seriously, it's very dangerous to any player, and especially a big bloke by like Flegler doing it to someone, like Murdoch Masila. It's very, very stupid, and it makes it just seem like a very inexperienced player. Like his discipline's dreadful, and he needs to be pulled up for it immediately. Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Johnson takes it 2. Warriors go to 18 points to 6, and then 74th minute, I thought the Broncos were going to try and pull a miracle comeback here. Selwyn Cobbo gets a no try. Branko Lee put a grabber kick down the field there. Reece Walsh was just going to let the ball go dead. And then Cobbo grounds the ball, but he fucking bounced it and didn't score it. He dropped the ball. Fuck, it was close to being a try. If he had scored this, it would have been potential 6-point game with 5 to go. Unlucky for Selwyn Cobbo.
So he could have made a grandstand finish, but unfortunately he bounced the ball and Cobbo just misses out, unfortunately.
Very unlucky. And then 76 minutes. Turpin gets sin bin for a deliberate hold down. Warriors take the 2. They go to 20-6. Turpin sin bin. What? It was just a deliberate hold down. I think it was the right call.
Yeah, he held him down too long, so now he learns his lesson not to do it again. Sin bin.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right, bro. And full time, Warriors have beaten the Broncos 20-6 up there at Morton Daly Stadium at Redcliffe. And nice, I think it was about 9,000 there. The Broncos, that's 2 losses in a row now. They won their first 2 and then have lost their last 2. Are the Broncos treading water, bro, or do you think they'll be all right?
I think they'll be all right for now, but it's definitely a bit of concern when you have the likes of Reynolds and Staggs in the team.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got Adam Reynolds, you've got Payne Haas, you've got Tony Staggs, but you're only scoring 1 try. There needs to be a few questions asked. And look, Albert Kelly obviously went off injured, which didn't help their cause. Billy Walters moved to the halves at one point.
Paddy Carrigan as well, yeah.
They had Paddy Carrigan go with another injury. And they were down on troops. Obviously, Capewell was ruled out. Ricky wasn't there. They had players out of position. But to put up that kind of performance, I thought it was quite disappointing from the Broncos. The Warriors, they were hungry. They wanted it more. And full credit to the Warriors for on getting the job done.
Yeah, look, it was an all right game, but yeah, good on the Warriors.
Sloppy game. I didn't like the game at all, but full credit to the Warriors. They got the job done over the Broncos, 20-6. CJ, who were the top 3 players on ground both from the Warriors and Broncos game?
Oof. Right, number 3, we'll go with Reece Walsh. I think he had a pretty good game. Connecting with Sean Johnson and the likes of that. Number 2, I'll go with. It's tough to pick, but I'm gonna probably have to go with. I was pretty impressed with Marcelo Montoya. I think he did what he could. But I could also put someone like Adam Fanil-Blake in there.
Yeah.
But my man of the match is Jesse Arthurs. Yeah, look, I think he was good in all parts of the game. He was consistent. Scored that double. And I think Jesse Arthurs was my standout today.
Yeah, my top 3 on ground from this game, brother. I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go with Sean Johnson. I thought he had a really good game, Sean Johnson. I thought his kicking game was very good. Number 2, I'm going to go with Jesse Arthurs. Scored a double. Had a solid game. Second half was a little bit quiet, but thought he defended really well on Herbie Farmworth. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm giving it to Adam Fanil-Blake, bro. Ran for 202 meters. Played 58 minutes. I thought he looked like a beast out there. It was hard to stop. And it was causing all sorts of dramas. And the first try the Warriors scored was on the back of Fanil-Blake, because if you go back to the first try, Johnson goes to Arthurs, but Fanil-Blake's there with him on an edge just to worry the Broncos defenders. And with Fanil-Blake running with Sean Johnson, the Broncos were so worried about it being a short ball, they didn't even think about Jesse Arthurs, and then bang, away they go. So Fanil-Blake had a really good game. He's my man of the match, and the Warriors get the job done over the Broncos, 20-6.
Surprise result that, but yeah, good on them. Yeah,
surprise result, but you love to see surprise results. They're good to see. Now, let's get into the next game. Manly 25, Raiders 6. I just want to start by saying the Canberra Raiders are fucking putrid. They are hard to watch. They are really, really hard to watch. They are inconsistent. I reckon they're a bit like the New Zealand Warriors. 1 week they're good, 1 week they're bad. You can't get a fucking read on them. The Raiders, for mine, are nowhere near the top 8 this year. They are so lost. And here's the thing. If you shut down Jack Whiten, you shut down the whole Raiders. They have nothing besides Jack Whiten. If Jack Whiten's not on, they've got no other attacking threats that's going to help them win the game. They've got dramas, bro. I reckon the Raiders are under a lot of pressure this year. I don't know what you think, CJ, but
I do
the
think
Raiders, they are in trouble.
They lost their halfback to start the year. They've lost their hooker for the season. I think they've been all right without him, but the inconsistencies are definitely a concern. But
they don't look good.
They didn't really show much effort in that second half. But the first half, I think they were a chance. But after that,
they were in the first half. Yeah,
can't get a read on them.
Mate, I'm just worried about someone like Josh Papali as well. He really has gone backwards.
Yeah, look, he's definitely not up to that form that he was a few years ago.
No way.
He hasn't really made much impact in the game as of yet for the Raiders. But yeah, look, there is definitely concern for Josh Papali. Yeah,
I'm concerned about the whole Raiders team. And The decision to start Matt Frawley at hooker over Tom Starling and bring Starling off the bench around the 15-20 minute mark might be one of the dumbest fucking coaching decisions I think I've ever fucking seen. That was so stupid.
I still don't know what went through Ricky's head to do that.
I don't know either.
He could have thought that it would have been a masterstroke, but obviously not. So, sorry, interruption. So
I don't understand what they were doing.
Matt Frawley, I would keep Matt Frawley far away from that team also.
I'd put Matt Frawley as the halfback of New South Wales Cup and fucking leave him there. Unless there's fucking 100 injuries. But man.
He can go play for Queanbeyan and Kings in the Bush because it's nothing there. Seriously.
All right, well, let's get into the game. I think we'll go quick on this one because I don't really want to talk about Canberra. They are a dreadful team to watch at the moment, and we're going to get into it. 13th minute, mate. The Seagulls score first through Ruben Garrick. Mainly go to the left-hand side with Tommy Trbojevic. Gives it on to Koala. What's his name? Koala. He gets through a tackle. He gets to the ground. No one's tackled him. He gets back up, and he passes to Garrick. Garrick scores in the corner. Great start from the Seagulls. Ruben Garrick, first try scorer.
Yeah, first off, Koala's made much more impact on that edge than Parker has all year. You know, so I just want to put that out. And, yeah, Garrick, man, he good try there for Garrick. Went over and, yeah, good try and a good kick
start from Ruben Garrick. Manly got a 6-0 early on. Great start for the Seagulls. And then, not long after that, bro, 19th minute, Morgan Harper scores for Manly. DCE puts a kick to Jason Saab. Saab taps it back to Olakau'atu. Olakau'atu gives it on to Morgan Harper. Harper scores in the corner. Great try from Manly.
Yeah, look, I really think Morgan Harper needed that for his confidence.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's really good to see Morgan Harper go for a try after all the criticism. But, yeah, good on Morgan Harper. And I'm actually glad he scored today.
Yeah, I am too. The confidence was through the roof when he scored.
I think it keeps him in the starting line for another week.
Oh, yeah. Manly go to 10 points to 0 early on. Canberra in a little bit of trouble, and then Canberra hit back through the only man that can do anything for him is Jack White, and he hits back. It's 26th minute. Jack White runs the ball at the line on the left-hand side. White just eyes up footy, goes over to score. And I'm thinking, well, finally, the only player for Canberra that'll actually have a go and the only player that can create anything, Jack White, and he scores. Good to see Jack White running the ball right at the line.
Yeah, I want to give credit to Jack White. And actually, obviously last year, probably backwards player of the year. But this year, I think he's come back into that sort of shallow form. So, yeah, good to see him score as well today. Good.
I feel sorry for him, too, because he's not playing with a great halfback. He's playing with a rookie. So it's very hard for him to play his natural game. But
yeah, he's definitely a runner of the ball better than he was. So, yeah, good to see Jack White.
Manly got a 10-6. Half-time, we get Manly 10-6. And I thought Manly in control of the game, but their attack still looked a little bit frustrating at times. I thought Cherry Evans and Foyne were maybe overplaying their hand a little bit too much. Things weren't really clicking. But, mate, we get to the second half now, and in the 44th minute, Daly Cherry Evans with a 20-40. How fucking good was that? 20-40.
Definitely didn't expect that at all in the early rounds, but Cherry Evans with that 20-40. Yeah, I was actually a bit surprised, to be honest.
It just shows you that Cherry Evans watches he watches the games when he's not playing. So if Manly play on a Friday, Cherry Evans will spend most of his Saturdays watching games on Saturday, or you're watching the Sunday game. So he's obviously always still thinking about the game and how to improve. And Cherry Evans going for a 20-40 was just well played and good on him. And then, hang on, excuse me. Before that, bro, before the 20-40, I should say. Oh, no, excuse me, no. After the 20-40 up in the 60th minute, Olakau'atu scores for the Seagulls. DC put a grubber kick in for Olakau'atu. It goes in to score. Great try from Olakau'atu, and I reckon he deserved this.
Yeah, he did. Olakau'atu. I think he's been one of the players that stood out for me so far for Manly. Yeah, good to see him go over for a try.
It really was, and at that point, Manly went to 16-6. I'm thought to myself, fuck me. Canberra need to score next. They need to stay in the game. And then after Manly scored, next set, Cherry Evans kicks a 40-20. Unbelievable. And then fucking Manly, they go in to score again through hang on, some reason it didn't say.
Tommy
Trbojevic in the 64th minute goes in to score. Manly go block play to Tom Trbojevic on the right hand side. And then Turbo just goes over to score I think it was the left side, sorry. Turbo scores out wide. Who else? Turbo was outstanding today. He deserved the try.
Turbo showed that he's still the benchmark player of the competition today. That try was very, it was great. And Tommy Turbo back in form, better than ever.
Yeah, Manly on fire, 22-6, and then in the 66th minute, Cameron goes for a short dropout. Doesn't go to 10. Go takes a 2. Manly 24-6. It's just pretty much out of control at that point. And then CJ at the end, 3 minutes to go. Cherry Evans kicks a field goal from 15 metres out. Cherry Evans gets his 25th career field goal. Manly win 25-6. Forms on the Manly Seagulls winning over the Raiders.
25. Yeah, it was a very convincing win out there. Beautiful Mudgee. I think Seagulls controlled the game for the most part. Cherry Evans and Turbo combined very well. So, yeah, Manly good win over the Raiders. Raiders just putrid.
Yeah, Cameron got a few things. Cameron got a lot to work on, man. I thought their last 20 minutes, the Raiders were really, really poor. They just fell away, and Manly just ran over the top of them at the end there. Mate, Manly, obviously they lost their first 2 and they've won their last 2. Are they back, bro, or do you think they still need to work on a few things?
I wouldn't say they're back, but I'd say they're definitely showing signs of what they did last year, glimpses of being better and progressing as a team. I think Cooler, I know it's a bit too early to call, but I'd start him again next week.
Okay, yeah.
So look, Manly are definitely progressing as a team, but I do think they need to start beating the bigger teams like Roosters, Melbourne, Penrith to get rid of that flat track bully, title.
That bullshit tag, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, look, they're definitely...
as well, the decision to drop Ethan Bullimore completely out of the team was a very bold one from Des. And from what I understand, Josh Schuster is a massive chance to return next week. So
big bolster, big booster.
It's going to be interesting to see who misses out because Kyle Lawton was on the bench today. And I've got Dylan Walker's ruled out. Walker's injured too, so Lawton will probably keep his spot. And I'm not sure who will come on the bench. Maybe Schuster if he's fit. So we'll see what happens. But the Seagulls far too good for the Raiders. CJ, your top 3 players on ground from the Manly Canberra game.
Okay, number 3, I'm going to go with Ruben Garrick.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was pretty fine. Number 2, I'm going to go Daly Cherry Evans. I think he had a really great game. Number 1, man of the match, Tommy Turbo Trbojevic.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Well said, bro. Number 3 for me, I'm going to go with Hamoli Olakawatu.
Yep.
He was very good out there today. Number 2, Daly Cherry Evans. And number 1, my man of the match, Tom Trbojevic. 289 metres. Scored a try.
Oh,
like a million bucks out there. Tommy Turbo is just too
well class, eh?
Manly win the game 25-6. They were far too good with the green machine. Now let's get to the final game of Super Saturday. I'm disgusted by this. For Roosters 28.
Close your
Cowboys
eyes.
4, up there in Townsville. Now, if you watched my tipping video on Tuesday night, I said in my round 4 tips, the Roosters would win by 20 points because I believe the Cowboys were not ready for a team like the Roosters yet. It's a big leap to go from someone like Brisbane to the Roosters. I believe it was too much of a big ask for the Cowboys. And unfortunately, I was 100% correct about it. I was cheering for the Cowboys all night. I was going off my fucking head when things weren't going right. The sin bins fucking pissed me off a lot. 3 of them in one game. It's a club record now. I'm not happy with the way we played, but I just got to say, I fucking told you so. I knew it was going to happen. I knew we were going to get fucking flogged, and we got fucking flogged. I knew it was going to happen. I said by 20, we lost by 24. I wasn't far off, but fuck, we were shit tonight.
Well, that leaves the Roosters undefeated at Queensland Country Bank Stadium now.
Well, that's fucked.
Absolutely.
Mate, what'd you make of the Cowboys? They were nowhere near their best, like they were against Brisbane and Canberra.
Yeah, I just want to point out first off, Cowboys' discipline was a bit poor tonight. I think the discipline is what could have put a really big impact into the game. A lot of loose cannons out there for the Cowboys.
You're fucking
but
right.
Yeah, I think the discipline was poor. I think the defense wasn't there, which is especially in that the moments leading up to half time. So
Look, I said. I just want to say as well, I thought we were outplayed. I thought we were out-muscled. I thought we were out-enthused in whatever. I thought we were destroyed. The Roosters come on. They went up to Townsville. Trent Robinson wasn't there because he's got COVID. The assistant coaches were there, Matt King, Jason Riles. Roosters, they started fast. We were way off the mark. We just lost our way a little bit. And if you as well, the first 3 rounds, the Cowboys have scored first. So we conceded the first try and we didn't react well at all. And we were never in the game. The Roosters were far too good. Cowboys didn't show up. Well, they did show up to the ground and we got fucking smoked. But the Roosters are up here, boys. The Roosters are up the top. Cowboys are around here. We're not ready for that top Roosters level. Roosters are a top 4 contender. We're trying to aim for the top 8. We're trying to improve. So that's why that I don't think we were ready for the Roosters. But it just wasn't our night. Just wasn't our night, bro. And I said we weren't going to win. No one listened. No one listened. Give me 1 sec, CJ. Mate, what did you think of the game?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be panicking if I was a Cowboys fan, first of all. I think, the Cowboys, I wouldn't say they played good, but I think they played better than most could have thought. I know they lost by that much, but I think they were all right.
I'm with you. Do you think the Roosters were great, or do you think the Cowboys were really poor? Because to me, I think the Roosters were great, and I think we were poor. I think it was a bit of both.
Yeah, like I was going to say, I think it was really a bit of a blend of both. I think the Roosters, showed what they can do in the competition. The Cowboys, it wasn't their night, unfortunately. Disciplines played a part in that. The defense was, was not there. Look, Cowboys just, I don't know what else to say, man. It wasn't good.
Yeah, nah, look, I'm fucking pretty annoyed with how we played. I thought our forward pack got absolutely rolled. I thought the Roosters halves, I thought Luke Keary and Sam Walker were outstanding. I thought Joseph Manu made Valentine Holmes his bitch. Val Holmes was fucking dreadful, right? Manu got the ball and went, motherfucker, I'm the best center in the world. You can't stop me. And Joseph Manu went, give me the ball. It was untouchable.
Joseph Manu, he made a massive statement tonight. I'll say that much.
He was untouchable tonight, Joseph Manu. The bloke was unbeatable. It's like, give me the fucking ball, and look what he did with it. He fucking killed us.
It was definitely it was not a tender night for the Cowboys, unfortunately, with Joseph Manu in attack.
No, he fucking killed us, bro. He fucking destroyed us. And I got to say as well, Tedesco, the cunt killed us too. Tedesco is too good.
Oh, mate, Tedesco, he had a night out as well, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, he had a night out, all right. All right, let's get into the game, bro. Yep. I'm disappointed with how we played. I thought we were dreadful tonight. Roosters started well. 7th minute, Paul Momorowski scores the first try of the game. Sam Walker put a crossfield kick over to Daniel Tupou. Tupou taps it back to Momorowski. Momorowski scores. Roosters flying start. Tupou in the air. He's too fucking tall.
Yeah, I was going to say, beautiful tap back from Tupou to start the game. Momorowski goes over. And I just had a weird feeling from there, they're gonna go on a run here.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yep, that's all good.
Sorry, bud. I just had to fucking shut the door properly there. Roosters, fast start. Tupou's top tap back to Momorowski. Momorowski scores the first try of the game. Roosters 4-0. 22nd minute. Well, Tom Gilbert, the fucking idiot. I love Tom Gilbert. I think he's a great player. Don't know what he was thinking here. He ends up in the sin bin for a professional foul. What happened was the Roosters made a break down the sideline. The government put a grubber kick back on the inside. And for some reason, Gilbert knocked over Keary. I don't know why, but he did. And Gilbert ends up going to the sin bin. I think it was the right call. What do you reckon?
It was the right call, but it was very poor from Tom Gilbert. He's a very solid player, but to do that was pretty stupid, and I think it was a bit of a coach killer, especially in that first half there.
Fucking painful one, very painful.
It's hard to lose him in that half there.
Gilbert goes to the bin, and I'm automatically in pain. And then it didn't take long. In the 26th minute, Joseph Manu scores for the Roosters. Radley goes to Keary. Keary to Tedesco. Tedesco, incredible tap on to Manu. Manu scores. Fuck me. Just because we're down to 12 men, it's hard to defend. Manu scores. Great try.
Yeah, especially against that, attacking Roosters team when you're 1 man down, it's going to be extremely hard to contain.
Yeah,
and
it is.
I think that was a perfect example right there.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Roosters go to 8 points to 0, and then we get to the 31st minute, and then Radley scores a pretty soft try in my opinion. Manu just got from dummy up, gave a short ball to Radley, and Radley went over to score. Pretty soft try in my opinion.
I really think the Cowboys could have been much more defensively better on that try.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of a predictable read, in my opinion. I think I could see it coming, but yeah, Victor Radley goes in and the Cowboys just concede more.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Wasn't good. Roosters 14-0, and I'm thinking to myself, fuck, mate, 14-0 was not good. There is still a little bit of hope at 14-0, but we had to be bloody good from there on. And then we get to the 34th minute. This try, I think, was an absolute stinger. In the 34th minute, Kevin Nagama scores. Good to see Kevin Nagama back in the NRL playing. Obviously, he was incredible over at St. Helens in the Super League. Good to see him playing on the wing. The Roosters tonight. Nagama scores. Radley goes to Kiri. Kiri to Manu. Manu gives it on to Nagama. Nagama scores untouched. Good to see Kevin Nagama score a try. And fuck me, it was a good one too, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Harry Sunderland medal winner from the St. Helens Super League comes back over to the NRL, and he definitely makes a statement and could keep Billy Smith out the team for a long time because he played really well tonight, Kevin Nagama.
Mate, I've been saying since round one, Nagama needs to be there over Billy Smith, but no one fucking listened. Roosters, half time, bro, 20-0. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the game and I'm thinking to myself, well, we've had a player in the bin that scored twice when we were down to 12 men. I'm thinking to myself, we have to score first, otherwise we're going to get blown away. And mate, second half, the Roosters started the second half just like the way they started the game off in the first half, where Joseph Manu scored in the 44th minute, scored his second try of the game. Kiri kicks to Manu. Manu just leaps up and scores. Mate, the bloke was on a mission tonight.
Man on a mission he was. Joseph Manu showing, just that Cowboys defensive on that edge was, I think,
wasn't good.
Embarrassing. Joseph Manu easily went through it, and they left off where they picked up where they left off.
And I was sitting there watching the game and going, fuck, man, I can't wait till this is over. Roosters 24-0. I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking to myself, pain, fuck, I got to sit through this shit for another fucking half an hour. Oh, it wasn't good. And then, mate, 51st minute, Griffin Neame goes to the sim bin for a cheap shot on Kiri. I love Griffin Neame, but I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. That was just, it was a brain snap, and I think it was just a bit silly from Griffin Neame.
It was a brain fade. It's definitely not warranted. It's not necessary to do, and I think that just hurt Cowboys more. And like I said earlier, but the discipline, just kicked in really badly there.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And then we get to the 56th minute. Luke Kiri, no try for obstruction. The Roosters would have kicked in, and then Kiri got it before it went dead, but I think because it was inside shoulder, it was no try. Were you okay with that being no try?
Yeah, I was fine with that not being a no try. I think it was a clear obstruction.
Yeah. No, I thought it was the right call as well. And then we find out in the 60th minute where Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, the Cowboys' young fullback, has gone off the field, and Brent Tate on the sideline for Fox League reported that the Hammer has done a PCL injury, which is only about a 2 week, 2 weeks out usually. So he's out for a couple of weeks, which is a big loss for the Cowboys, which will probably give an opportunity to Scott Drinkwater next week, I'm assuming, or Brendan Elliott, whoever comes in. Probably Drinkwater though, from what I understand. Hammer, big loss for the Cowboys next week and for a couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, so via the NRL physio, he is expected to miss 3 weeks for Hammer. So, and I do understand that Scott Drinkwater or Brendan Elliott will be the fullback. It's looking like Brendan Elliott will come in, which is a bit strange, but I'd personally go Scott Drinkwater.
I think Drinkwater will be playing, bro.
I think the Cowboys' fullback depth is good, but Hammer's he's a hammer blow, no pun intended.
Well, and people are like, oh, let Drinkwater leave the club. Let him go elsewhere. Mate, injuries can happen. Drinkwater's a perfect replacement. So I'm glad we're not getting rid of Drinkwater. I'm glad he's hanging around.
You also got Jake Granville there, but he'll play that utility role.
Granville will stay on the bench, I think. And look, the other thing as well, Drinkwater can cover an injury in the halves, and he can cover at fullback. So he's very reliable to keep at the club. So I'm glad he's still with us, and hopefully we keep him long term. But Cowboys, they ended up scoring finally, 66th minute. Murray Talangi scores. Cowboys off the scrum. Did into Talangi. Talangi scores. Finally, a try.
I was waiting for it to happen, but they got it. And I think if there was a player to score, it would have been Murray Tuolangi. He gets it.
Yeah, he tries hard every week, doesn't he?
Yeah, he tries his guts out and paid off tonight. He got a try.
Well, as you know, CJ, I met Murray Tuolangi last week at the Cowboys Broncos game, and mate, the bloke's a humble bloke. He's a nice bloke, and good on him for scoring, man. I love him. I think he's a really, really good young winger.
I rate him very highly. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he's a very good player, and I thought he did well tonight too. But he scores. Roosters 24-4, 10 minutes to go, and then Chad Townsend goes to the sin bin for an accidental high tackle on Lindsay Collins. I mean, fuck me. And the accidental high tackle was a sin bin. I mean, seriously, go and eat a dick. That wasn't a fucking sin bin.
It was a tap. It was a tap, if anything. That's not a sin bin any day. I wouldn't even put a penalty on that, mate, honestly.
Mate, honestly, Jared Sutton can go walk over to the fucking corner post. He can grab the corner post and he can stick it up his fucking ass. That fucking cunt.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit dreadful tonight, Jared Sutton. But
Jared Sutton's a fucking shit referee. And look, we were outplayed tonight. I'm not blaming the referees, but yeah. Jared Sutton's a real shit cunt, man. Oh, and mate, 5 minutes to go. 2 pro scores in the corner. Not that it fucking matters. And full time, Roosters beat the Cowboys 28-4 up there in Townsville. Bro, Cowboys club record of 3 sin bins in one game. Hopefully that doesn't happen again anytime soon. But what is your overall take on the game? Were the Cowboys do you think they'll be okay? Roosters, what do you think? What do you think they're at now? What do you reckon?
The Roosters definitely made a statement. I think obviously when their players are on, they can do that to most teams in the comp, especially without Trent Robinson. So I think that was a bit of a
that was big. That was
big thing as well. The Cowboys, not panic stations just yet. They lost to a team that is predicted to be up there. Cowboys are, like you said earlier, just focused on trying to sneak into the finals positions. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm not panicking yet. I'll look to next week against the Warriors and go on from there. There's nothing to be concerned about yet.
As a Cowboys fan, I'm not worried one bit. Here's the thing.
Yep.
We lost to the Bulldogs in round 1 by 2 fucking points. Yep. We smashed the Raiders in Townsville. We smashed the Broncos at Suncorp. We got a reality check against a top 4 team in the Roosters. I am very, very happy where the Cowboys are at. We're 2-2. We lost 1 game because Hammer was offside, and we would have won if he was onside. We flogged Canberra. We flogged Brisbane, who were 2 teams. Canberra didn't play finals last year. They're trying to improve. Brisbane trying to improve as well, a bit like us. We played a Roosters team tonight who are clearly a top 4, top 6 team. They're a contender. We're not a contender. So we lost 28-4. I think it was the reality check that we needed. It proved my point and why I was so confident about us getting flogged tonight. The Roosters are better than us. They have better weapons than us. And everyone was saying that, the Cowboys are a big chance. And I agreed with them. But we got up for the Broncos because that's our fucking rival game. That's our rivals. We got up for the Broncos because it's the Broncos. We hate their guts. We get up for them every year. But after you play the Broncos, we play the Roosters, and the Roosters are a different beast compared to the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Bulldogs. So for us to lose tonight, I'm annoyed that we lost, and 28-4 is roughly what I predicted. I think I had us losing like 30-10 or something.
Yeah, that was it. 30-10.
I think it was 30-10. I was close. I was very close to getting that right. But I just don't think we're on the level of these big teams. We're nowhere near that level yet. The Warriors next week, they're probably a team that I think we're better than the Warriors. I think we have a better squad than the Warriors do. I think we match up a lot better against the Warriors than we do the Roosters. So I'm confident that we'll bounce back against the Warriors next week. The Roosters game, I was never really confident that would win, but I don't know, man. I'm glad. I'm happy where we are. We're 2-2. We'll be fine. We got to. It is what it is, man. Our draw the next 3 weeks. We've got the Warriors at Redcliffe, Raiders in Canberra, Titans in Townsville.
Winnable.
So we've got a fairly reasonable draw the next couple of weeks.
Very winnable, but yeah, not panic stations. Well said.
We'll be fine. I think Hammer is a big loss, but Drinkwater will come in and do a job. I have no doubt about it. But mate, who would your top 3 players be from the Cowboys and Roosters game tonight?
Cowboys. Yeah, I think Roosters, they obviously stood out tonight. They had a better team. Number 3, I'm going to go with James Tedesco. I think he played A fair game. Number 2, I'll go Victor Radley, and my man of the match, it's hard to go past Joseph Manu.
Yeah, for me, CJ, I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go Victor, the Inflictor, Victor Radley for number 3. Number 2, James Tedesco. He was outstanding. And number 1, my man of the match, Joseph Manu. Joseph Manu made Valentine Holmes his bitch. Big time. Manu's my man of the match. And here's the thing with Val Holmes. Val Holmes needs to be a better player than this. You can't be putting on a fucking bath against the Tony Staggs and the Broncos and then get absolutely owned up by Manu. If you're going to outplay Staggs, you've got to be able to do that. You've got to be able to show up again the week after that. So Val Holmes is a little bit inconsistent at the moment, but he'll get better in the centers. He's still new to that position, but tonight he was taken to school, I reckon.
Yeah, well said. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, that's going to wrap things up for the Saturday football review. CJ, thank you for coming on, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, all good, man. Always good to get on. A bit sick at the moment, but yeah, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready for a late night show. It should be a good show.
Yeah, the late night show will be in about half an hour, lads. So at about 11 p.m., which is about 35 minutes from now, we will be live for the Nick from Australia late night footy show.
Must watch. Must tune in.
Yeah, everyone tune in. Everyone tune into the late night show. There's going to be a very, very big debate on that tonight.
Yeah, I say could be the craziest one yet.
It could be one of the craziest fucking rants or debates that you've seen in a while. But lads, 35 minutes from now, the Nick from Australia late night footy show. Tune in. I'm going to go set the stream up right now. Everyone go and check out CJ's YouTube channel. The link's in the description below. Anyway, guys, the Warriors have beaten the Broncos 20 points to 6. Manly have beaten Canberra 25-6. Roosters beat the Cowboys in Townsville 28 points to 4. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the Saturday football review. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in about half an hour for the Nick from Australia late night footy show.